the Insblue platform. This platform is ideal if you want to see the details behind the scoring, the original documents, audit report, and so on. Now, it's also good for doing carbon management, as you can see here. This is, for example, my list of companies that I'm following with whom I'm working to reduce carbon. Here are the actions of companies that already have been verified and certified. And if you can see, you open it, you can actually see the scores on how much fuel they've been using and so on, the scope 1, scope 2, and scope 3. Now, you can download the report here with more details if you like, but let's go back here. The interesting part is that this platform also allows me to monitor companies on ESG. Now, if you click on one company here, you can see the information about their scoring. You can also see how they evolve over time and how they are being engaged actually to start taking actions and to disclose these to reduce their scoring or to improve their scoring. Now, their risk scoring is categorized in the number of parameters. You can also see their carbon management again here. And the beauty of this is that in categories ESG, you can see the original documents, of course in Chinese, but you can use Google Chrome to translate, that are actually showing what is really going on with this company. For example, an inspection that has happened, and it will go into the detail. It will start talking about this specific kiln, or even this fire extinguisher was not compliant, and therefore there has been a report and there has been a fine or whatsoever. But also production restrictions, so you can also see which supplier is having issues with production because being restricted by the government, because not meeting the environmental requirements, and also who has been exempted from production restriction, and so on. There's a process for disclosure with the different steps they can take. For example, doing a green choice audit. Here's the carbon disclosure process. Now, on climate change, there is also, as I mentioned earlier, the carbon management, but also the emission calculator. It helps you to calculate your emissions, and it helps you here to do the online verification and certification. There's also a tab for listed companies where you can actually see different companies and all their subsidiaries. And again, you can go into the details that I just showed you before for these different subsidiaries. Next, there's a training module, and there's resources for how to access regulations, and so on and so on.